I never saw the movie, The People versus Larry Flynt, but I have seen excerpts from it on YouTube, okay? And I kind of get the feeling that maybe they depicted him as kind of a lovable scoundrel or scamp. He certainly does a lot of very perverse things, but you know, I guess partly because he's the protagonist, they had to make him out to be likable. No, one of the things about it, it was actually about this this case he had with Reverend Falwell, the deceased Reverend Jerry Falwell, in which they did Customer Magazine ran this parody of a Compare ad. They had these ads talking about the first time, and of course people think the first time means the first time you had sex, and it ends up with the ads being the first time they sipped Campari. Okay, now in the parody that they ran, they had the Reverend Jerry Falwell, again, this deceased Reverend Jerry Falwell, not his son who's still alive, talking about his first time, and his first time does turn out to be sex, and his first time having sex was with his mother in an outhouse. Okay, now the fact is that it did in fact have in small print parody, not to be taken seriously, and it was obviously a joke, okay? Very joke and very poor taste. But it was obviously a joke. And the Reverend Falwell sued over it. And really, I don't think he had a very good case. I mean, Flynt did have the better case in that area. Because you can't sue because somebody hurts your feelings. And you can't sue for libel if it's something nobody would take seriously. And it was very obvious that the ad was a joke, and they weren't actually saying that he had ever committed incest with his mother. Okay, so you can't really sue somebody because they offend you. I mean, you can sue somebody if they say something that's actually libelous, but, a serious suggestion that he had had sex with his mother might be libelous. But I think it was actually a pretty open and shut case, that Flynt was in the right in that particular instance. Okay, now interestingly, the two of them eventually became friends. Falwell said that if Flynt had been in the room when he first saw that, somebody first saw him, showed him that that parody, he might have physically attacked him. But the two of them became friends even though they were, at loggerheads socially and politically. And I do think that there's maybe something good to be learned from that we can see past our differences and find things that, are similar and build friendships from them. Okay, and so those are some observations I have on that case.